Recently, Taiwan's Council of Agriculture teamed up with Tzu Chi to distribute 1,500 tons of rice to the Philippines. More than 30 years ago, the country produced enough food for domestic consumption and even a surplus for export. But now the Philippines imports over 2 million tons of rice a year. The problem is caused by inadequate irrigation systems, overdevelopment, changes in weather patterns and a rapid increase in the country's population. Today we begin a new series to learn about rice farming in the Philippines.
This rice field in the Philippines may seem lush and fertile, but the country is facing severe rice shortage. More than 30 years ago, the country once produced enough rice to sustain itself and also had enough left over for exporting. However, since 1990, the Philippines had to import rice. Since 2004, the country has been importing over 1 million tons of rice every year. In 2010, the number even reached an all-time high of 2.45 million tons. Part of the problem lies in the country's poor irrigation systems.
We don't have enough water to share among the farmers. The irrigation system can only provide so much water. We have to take turns in using the water. Without enough water, a hectare can only net 70 to 80 bags of rice. But with enough water, we can produce about 150 bags of rice from the same field.
Another part of the problem has to do with the country's ever-increasing population. By 2013, the Philippines' population is expected to soar above 100 million. Filipinos don't practice birth controls due to the teachings of their religions. Even though rice output has increased, it is no match for the rise in population. Turning plots of rice fields into new shopping centers and residential complexes is also a factor. On average, the Philippines deal with 20 typhoons a year. However, the intensity of these storm systems is changing as observed by the country's meteorologist.
Over the last decade, we see that there are more destructive. The damage is more as compared before because of the rainfall are more intense as well, and also the winds are also more intense. But in terms of frequency, for landfalling and number, they are decreasing. Every tropical cyclone that gives damages, of course, we are sad.
To adapt to the changing weather pattern, International Rice Research Institute in the Philippines is working on a new rice specimen that can withstand flooding.
Everything, and then you can see the different rice varieties. Some here in the front have not been successful. They will not produce rice. The ones at the back, they still grow. They still produce rice. So this has been a very important development for farmers in the Philippines.
The government is also doing its part to fight the rice shortage by upgrading its irrigation systems. In 2011, rice production is expected to increase by 10%, thereby reducing rice imports by 800 kilotons. After all, relying on rice importing is never a permanent solution to the Philippines' rice shortage problem.